Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Celestial Legacy. If all goes well, today should be the final side quest video. Which means that this is probably going to be the second to last side quest video because things are probably not going to go well. So, we still have a couple of things left to do. The first one is here. Now we have all the keys. We can now come here and do everything we need to do. So we're gonna do all of that. So let's get started right away. Because I'd rather get to this place sooner rather than later. I had to write down where the hell we need to go for all this stuff. Because the sooner we get to this place with no music, the better. Alright. Nothing on this. Going get an X potion out of that. Then here we have a chest. With a hyper wrist. What is the hyper wrist? Is that the Genji glove? More strength. I don't really need more strength. Especially when I can just amp up my stats. We also get Phoenix Ash. Alright, so from here, we get out of here. And it's back to the... Where am I? That's back over here. Now we have the emblem. Which we're going to need. It's one of these rooms. Where we can check the piano. Do that. And then we can grab this. A gold emblem. But that kind of locks us in here, so... by putting the emblem in, we can get out of here. And then we're here. This is just hallway hell. But now we have the gold emblem. We can get an hourglass. So remember that item that boosts your EXP gain? Yeah. Apparently this is how we get the one hourglass in the entire game. That's so ridiculous. Alright. Door. Okay. All that just for that. Alright. So in here, we got an arcane crystal. There's nothing else. I still don't like the fact that there's no music in here. Anything over here? No. And this door? No, not yet. Alright, so we got that. We're going to need the ornamental dagger for later. And up the stairs. The blue jewel from that. I wish there was, like, more beds in this place, but of course there isn't. There's nothing. I am definitely going the wrong way. Hold a moment. What is this? I have no idea where the hell I am right now. Oh. There we go. Move the shelf for this. A magic powder. Alright, definitely went to the wrong place. Yeah, we're not going in there yet. There is a boss fight in there, but we're not going to go there just yet. But we have to navigate back to it. Am I going here? Yes. Have I gone in here? Looks like it. Ugh. All these rooms look so samey. I've been over here. Okay, we basically grabbed everything from over here. Okay, can't do anything about that. Yeah, Genji shield. All that just for a Genji shield. Alright. Nothing over here. Well, there's one room we've already visited that I need to go back to. Alright, so let's go back. Something over on this side we still have to do. Well, should I open this door? Alright, here we go. Now we're on the right track. Get an eternal essence from there. And then an arcane dust from there. Alright, so this is the library. And we get the fairy ring from there. Then from here, I gotta go between these shelves. Okay, I see how we do this. For the moon crest, which we do need. Alright, now you just go back to the dining room hall that we were at before. Basically, we just have to backtrack. I get that this place is meant to be a giant Resident Evil reference, but not having any music does kind of make it a bit bland. Especially when there's no sound effects for like most things. It's just eerie silence. And there's not even encounters in here. This is the wrong place. There we go. So we go down here. And put the blue jewel in. Alright, so that's it for this section. So we can go back now. No more sound because we killed the clock. Right down here. All this for an Elder Essence of Mastery. We haven't gotten any of those in a while, actually. Okay, now we fight the boss. Who is down here. Alright, so, this boss is, like all others, an ailments machine. So, we want to have preparation. You want to have protection against poison, berserk, confusion, and blind. But, I have 2 ribbons, which aren't reliable in the slightest, but it's better than nothing. But otherwise, peace runes are the way to go, because poison's not that terrible. Anyway, let's check this hole. Something shiny inside the wall. With the wind crest. But we also have an encounter. With, you guessed it. Okay, damage. With Yawn! Yes, because we need another Resident Evil reference. Let's just keep adding to the Resident Evil references. Anyway, he has an item we can steal. Let's just pilfer it. A diamond sword, which honestly isn't that good at this point in the game. We have much better weapons than that. So let's see how much a Blizzaga does before we just click Flare instead. Wow, that did a lot. Even with me not clicking Flare. You know what? Let's not use Flare this fight. Because I'm getting a little too reliant on that skill. Plus, we'll have plenty of time to spam Flare. Alright, Zeltaf, you know what to do. Actually, you know what? Start lowering the strength first. And then let's just start attacking. But he will start getting spammy with buffs as the fight progresses. So we just need to kill him before he gets very spammy with his buffs. You know, the usual affair. But even without me spamming Flare, this should not be a difficult fight. And you know what? Let's swap a holy. That didn't do that much. But it should be fine. He should almost be dead. And that was really easy. Didn't have to worry about a thing. We got an Arcane Dust and a Phoenix Ash. Alright, so give me just a moment, I'll be right back. Alright, so before we progress, there is still one more boss fight in this place. So I did put on items that will give us resistance to ice and dark, and then safety bits, because this dude likes instant kill moves. So I don't want to end up falling in that trap again. Alright, so we need to go back to a different hall. Alright. This door. Oh, I already did this. Down the hall to the stairs. Okay. Was it this door? I just went around a circle. No, it's not this door either. Or this one. Assuming we take the stairs. And then take this door. Okay, good. Another Essence of Mastery. I've already been here. I feel like there's a room over here I haven't visited. No, I've been here. I've been in here. And I've definitely been here. Okay. Okay, not this one. In this room? No. This room? No. This place sucks. I hate it. I've been here already. Wait, this area? No. This is the only other place. What the hell, dude? I just went around a giant circle. So there's a room I apparently didn't visit yet that has something in it. But heaven forbid I know which one that is, because all these rooms look samey. I've either been in them before and collected everything, or there's nothing in them. This one? No, because that just brings me in a circle. So there's supposed to be a room that traps you inside. You take the item. Apparently I haven't visited yet. I've been here already. There was this. This is just the Genji shield. You know, it would be nice if we can get more than 2 ribbons, because this game is an ailment machine simulator. There's nothing in here. Oh, in here. Okay, this is the last room. Like, that's where the boss fight is. But there's apparently one more thing that I haven't found. That just leads outside. Then that other way just takes me around in a circle. Meaning I did miss a room somewhere. Alright, give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna look for this room. Okay, so I did multiple laps of the whole frickin' house, and I didn't find shit. So I'm going to assume that either I missed something, or the guide is written in a way based on older version of the game, because it feels like stuff had to have been removed in the current version. Because otherwise, I don't know what the hell this stuff is the guide apparently claims is there. Because it's not. I couldn't find it. I literally went around with the Lens of Truth too, which we got from this place, and it didn't show me anything. So I'm assuming that the stuff got removed. I don't know for sure, but I don't care anymore. I want to be done with this stupid place. Anyway, it's time for the final boss of the Tazewell Mansion. There's still no music. This place is very boring. I honestly kind of now wish there were encounters in here. This place wants to be a Resident Evil reference if there's no zombies. Anyway, by checking this coffin, we will find our final confrontation. And he will immediately start with condemnation. And then immediately attack me. So this is the Tyrant. As expected, being a Resident Evil reference, the final boss is a Resident Evil reference. And he has nothing, so I just waste tons of energy. So we're going to apply our usual tactics. Spam flare until he dies. You can use stop and slow on this guy, but, you know, once again, I'm just going to use my usual tactics. Spam flare until he dies. And let's get our aura going. To boost our damage. And then the usuals. Triple hemorrhage and then shadow walk spam. Meanwhile, Malice just does what he does best. Harden. He is unleashing his inner Pokemon. But otherwise, this fight's not going to be that bad. Especially since he's stopped right now. Alright, hemorrhage again. Now spam. And then we don't need to innervate anyone else, so we could probably just throw up a heal. And then one more Plague Strike. And then one more hemorrhage. Death! I have safety bits, pal! And he just got 3 actions all at once. Now we could try and inflict stop on him, but I have no that's not the point. Let's use the Holy. And then it's time for Dust Strike. Lightning Breath, which resists, and it inflicts blind, but really who cares at that point? Like, the characters who get blinded don't really care about being blinded because it's mages. And blind doesn't affect magic. Okay. We can heal that off. Luckily, this isn't Thracia where magic can miss. Okay. Nice evasion. And he's dead! Just like that. And we got 12k EXP and 50 JP and money. There's something else in here. We got a cursed ring. Alright, Gary, give me my test dummy. Weakens the... Holy shit, obliterate your stats. But... considering I can't find everything else, that is everything left in the Tazewell Mansion. We never have to come back here. So, since we have time, I think it's time we go and deal with an old nuisance. Once and for all. Oh my god, I have to find my way out of this stupid-ass place, too. I hate this place. Anyway, we're going to the arena. I'm going to go heal off screen. I'm going to prepare myself. I'll be right back. Alright, so, our second order of business is the arena. So off screen, this is the party I'm going to be taking. We're going to be going up against 8 enemies with no breaks in between, with Masotun being the final opponent. Unlike before, Masotun is now actually a threat, so I actually do want to be prepared for him. Although he gets absolutely smoked by gravity, which is part of why we're taking Lena. So the reason why I'm taking this party is simple. Malice is the best character in the game by far, because Flare. Phoebe is healer, which is effective. We can innervate Zeltaf, and do all sorts of other things. Lena is our speed control character, who will also be an effective damage dealer, because I did use our points to get the Mace of Zeus, which lets us cast Flare. And then Zeltaf is here for Zeltaf things, so obviously he's here. But before we go in, we're gonna amp up our stats a little bit more with our points. So, I could get Holy Nova, but fuck that. let's up our magic a little bit. Let's bring up Lena's speed a little more. And then more MP never hurts. Zeltaf, obviously he's getting more attack. More HP doesn't hurt too. And then more strength. And a bit more vitality. I don't really need to up his MP, because he almost never uses MP. Then Malice obviously just gets more magic. To make those flares even stronger. And then more MP. To spam flare more often. And then Phoebe, I wish I could up your speed, but you know, we can't have nice things in this world. So more magic, more MP. The usual offenders. And then more magic defense too. And that should be good. So with this setup, I think we should be fine to beat any opponent. We have speed control, we have hard hitters, we have healing and innervate, we have stat ailment healing. So I did give Phoebe the other ribbon because having her be able to not get screwed by ailments is important. Malice, unfortunately, means he's gonna get fucked by ailments. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Change of plans. I'm going to give Zeltaf the Peace Ring, because Berserk is probably the most volatile status of all. And then give the other ribbon to Malice. So that way he's not screwed by ailments. And then Lena's protective of all the ailments that matter. Except maybe Berserk, but we could just heal that. And even then she has a chance of using Flare. So I think that's good. Now I don't want to open the help menu. I want to save the game. Alright, let's do it. 8 fight 0. Survival match. You will face enemies successively without a chance to recover in this mode. Sure you're prepared accordingly. After you try to return the number of prize points you win, you will take your wings and leave or continue and try and win more. The amount of points increases as you win battles, but you lose them if you're beaten. Alright, let's do it. Good luck. Welcome, one and all, to tonight's survival event! These warriors must face legions of monsters without respite. How long will they last? Fight! That's a good question. Alright, what are we starting with? Canine and Witness. Wow, that was easy. And then Lena... just can't use Era, I guess. Oh my god. 13 points? That's all I get? 4 bats. Alright, you know what to do. Abyssal Strike. One of them lived. Why not? Slap him. Malice. Good. 45 points. Wow, these fights are going by very fast. What is this thing? A sandworm. Oh, he has big health. So you know what that means. He's dead. Alright, plants. And there's a group of them. Abyssal Strike. We're just getting regular enemies right now. One of them lived. Die. $263 points. Let's up the ante. Complete the next battle with a handicap, and you will win double your winnings. Just next battle? Okay. Oh god, what is this thing? Alright, no skills or magic. Fortunately, we still have our weapons. And I saw a flare. I mean, he's stopped. He's basically just a sitting duck now. Oh my god, this is sad. This is sad to watch. Like, this is painful to watch for the enemy. If I can get more flares, that'd be nice. There we go. 503 points. I barely got anything out of that. Alright, well, we're back to these guys again. I don't have any AoE attacks, so just quick flare. And because I know they're weak to thunder, blow them up. Oh, you lived. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to heal. Okay. Lena still has no HP to speak of, which is problematic. 802 points. Alright, next fight. Ah, the variety's getting a little... Yikes. Okay, they all lived, so that's gross. Yikes, yikes. Alright, Malice. Blow him up. Okay, that's a problem. It is now significantly less of a problem. Kill him. Alright. Next fight. Ah! Okay. I have not seen any of these guys. Okay, well, I've seen the freaking bug. Oh, yeah, these are some new enemies. Nightmare. I don't know what that did, but I like the sound of it. Malice. Blow him up. Oh, of course, you're in the back. Okay, good. Perfect. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to heal. If I stay on top of healing, we should be good. Alright. And he's dead. Flared. Alright. Complete the next round, the handicap will double your winnings. All stats reduced by half. No, thank you. You're against this fucker? No! Already cast condemnation on my whole party. So I had to kill him fast. And he cursed me. Alright, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for flare shenanigans. Because he has no weakness. This is actually what we save our limit breaks for. And 1,000 needles, which always does 1,000 HP. Okay, he is tanky as fuck. That's problematic. I don't have Garrett to fall back on this time, so we have to just kind of hit him with everything until we win. Alright, he's still gonna harden. This is kind of why I wanted to do the arena at last, because we were going to potentially run into this guy. Ouch. Alright, let's stop Aurora. I don't know why I didn't do that until now. Well, probably because every fight until now has been a brain dump. Also, let's haste up. Yeah, I'm so glad I did not choose to fight this guy with half my stats cut in half. Because that would have been a nightmare. Well, the problem is he's very healthy. Alright, Zeltaf back to attacking. That's fine. Why not hit him? Good. Very good. I'm probably going to use an Ether on Lena on Phoebe's turn. Since I can use items in here. Alright, let's start Dust Striking. Of course not. And I'm cursed now. Fantastic. Alright, use the attack. We can kill him, the curse will wear off, and there goes my stats more. And now Lena's cursed too. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to heal again. Let's do a bigger heal. And Malice should finish him. Never mind. There we go. Alright, Tyrant's down. Alright, next fight. This is it! The final battle! You have fought hard to reach this point. There is no turning back now. Defeat the enemy before you become the Grand Champion. Fight!
So we meet in battle once again. I should warn you, I've learned a few new tricks. One thing you taught me is to always strive for improvement. I sought perfection, but I realized that it was unattainable. To better oneself constantly, to always move forward. That is the way of the warrior. Your points are mine, noobs. Taste my blade.
Alright, Pain Strike. That actually hurts. And he has Dark Death. So as you can see, Masotun is now actually a problem. So we are going to use Fortitude instead to boost up our defenses. But he has two glaring weaknesses. He is weak to gravity. Look at how much health I just ripped off this fucking dude in one hit. Then we'll just big heal, and then you know what to do. Spam Flare. He's already dead. He still sucks, even after this. He's still bad. Oh my god. I'm disappointed. I was expecting more out of him.
Excellent! You are truly excellent to defeat all adversaries thrown at you. Your prize points are well earned.
Alright. How much am I getting? 5,000. Wow, okay, that's quite a bit. So, if we farm the arena, we can get enough points to buy some stones from here. So that way we can turn our cursed ring into the Ring of Varda. But, we also now have enough for... No, we don't. I still don't have enough. But I can get the diadem, which lets us use flare basically limitlessly. But I want to know what the overdriver does. I'm probably going to do another round off screen. But we are going to stop there because this one took longer than I thought. So, it looks like next time, all that remains is one final boss fight. All these souls we've gathered have a purpose. And with them, we are going to go and fight the boss that required us to get all of them. Also, I have 3 Essences of Mastery, so I'm probably going to use those too. But for now, next time will be the last side thing, and then we will advance the plot. You have anything to say after I've beaten you? No, of course you don't. Why would he? Anyway, I'm going to heal. That money is a drop in the bucket for me at this point. Especially since I don't really need to buy items anymore. Anyway, I'm going to go fight the arena again so I can get the money for the rest of the stuff I want. And next time, we will go and fight the last optional boss and then advance the plot. I will see you then.